Hi, this is Usha. Welcome to Rathod's IAS classes. Today in this lecture, we are going to start the next chapter of the Nitin Singhania, that is the Indian paintings. So this Indian paintings, it is very important regarding the prelims and also the mains point of view. So let us see some of the introduction before getting into the discussion regarding the Indian paintings. So if you see this Indian paintings, we see there is artistic tradition that is present in the Indian paintings since from the ancient India. So in the ancient India, before the ancient India itself, in the prehistoric man, he started painting in the caves. So we see there is artistic tradition of the Indian painting that started from the prehistoric man, and there is a gradual development of these prehistoric paintings till the miniatures are seen. So if you see these Indian paintings, they are mainly divided into many types. The first important one is the prehistoric paintings. Second one is we are going to divide these prehistoric paintings into mainly three types: Upper Paleolithic, Mesolithic and also Chalcolithic period. And later on we are going to see the classification of the paintings, and in that we are going to see the majorly two types. First one is mural and the second one is miniature. In this miniature paintings, we are going to see the different variations. They include early miniature and they include the transition period as well. And the next type of the miniature paintings that are seen in the time of the Delhi Sultanate and also the Mughal period. And later on we are going to see the miniature paintings in the North India and also the South India. And in these paintings we are also going to discuss about the regional styles as well. Why the regional styles? We know during these periods of the Mughal, the last important Mughal ruler was the Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb did not practice the painting much. There is a decline of this art of painting that is seen in the period of the Aurangzeb period. And later on in the court of the Mughal, who are the painters or the artisans who are present in that area, they moved from the other areas and they developed the regional paintings. So we are also going to see the regional schools of painting as well. And later on we are going to see about the folk paintings. This folk painting, it is very important regarding the prelims point of view. So this chapter as a whole, it covers prehistoric paintings, mural paintings, miniature paintings and the different types of the miniatures and the regional schools of architecture and also the folk paintings. So in this lecture, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss about the prehistoric paintings and also the mural paintings. In the next lecture, we are going to see the subsequent parts of this chapter. Okay, let's get started with our lecture. So first let us see what is the principles of the painting. So we saw there is a prehistoric paints mainly seen in the rock cut caves, and not only that, the history of the painting has been known from the primitive rock paintings mainly by the prehistoric man, mainly in the caves like the Bhimbetka, Mirzapur and also the Panchmahari caves. And they were mainly followed by the painted pottery, and this painted pottery we also discussed in detail in the Indus Valley civilization, and also the first real paintings that started from the period of the Gupta. So this is important one, okay. So during this Gupta period, the beginning of the art of the painting that happened. And later on in the 3rd century AD, the important book that is a Vatsayana. In this Vatsayana wrote an important book called as the Kama Sutra. So in this book of Kama Sutra, it enumerated about the 6 main principles or the limbs of the Shadanga of the paintings. So you can see in this book what are the principles that are required for the painting. So let us see those 6 principles. The first one is talking about the variety of form, and it is called as a Rupa Beda. The first principle, it is a Rupa Beda, it is talking about the variety of form. So these principles are very important regarding the prelims point of view. So you have to memorize this. And the second one is the proportion of the object or the subject. It is called as Pramanam. And next one is the creation of the luster and the gleam with the colors. It is called as Bhava. Bhava means expression, okay. It is a creation of the luster and also the gleam with the colors. And the next important principle is the immersion of the emotions. It is called as Lavanya Yojanam. And the next one is the portrayal of the likeliness of the subject. It is called as Sadrishyam. And the next one is the mixing of the colors to resemble the effects of the modeling. Then this type of principle, it is called as Varnikambaga, okay, Varnikambanga. So these are the 6 principles which are talked in the Kama Sutra, which was written by the Vatsayana. So not only this, there are number of references to the art of the painting. It is seen in the Buddhist text, also the Brahmanical text as well. So the one important thing is the Lepachitra. So what is a Lepachitra? Lepachitra means the representations of the myths on the loads on the textiles. That means on the cloth there will be the painting that is happening. It is called as Lepya Chitra. So this Lepya Chitra, it is also called as a Lekya Chitra. Okay. So this Lekya Chitra means it has the line drawings and also the sketches mainly seen on the cloth, that is textiles. And the next other types of the paintings, they include Duli Chitra, Pattachitra, etc. Though see this Pattachitra, it is the art from the Odisha state. So this is normally a folk painting. And the important play which is present in the ancient India it is Mudrakshasa, which is written by the Vishakadatta. And this Mudrakshasa, which is written by the Vishakadatta, it also facilitated the reader by mentioning the number of various paintings and also the pattas, the principles of the paintings as well. So there are two important texts. The first one is the Vatsyayanas Kama Sutra, and the next important one is the Mudrakshasa, which was written by the Vishakadatta. And if you see some of the styles which are present in this book, they include mainly three types. The first one is Chaukya Pitaka, Diggala Pitaka, and Yama Pitaka. Here this Chauka Pitaka, it talks about the isolated framed drawings. That means a single isolated drawings are there. It is talked in this Chauka Pitaka. And the next one is the long scrolls of painting. That means we see there are long scrolls of the painting that are seen here. So this type of the painting that is seen in the Diggala Pitaka. And the next one is the Yama Pitaka. It is talking about the again isolated paintings. So these are the some of the styles that are talked in this book. And the next one is the prehistoric paintings. So whenever we are talking about the prehistoric paintings, we are mainly divided into three types. The first one is Upper Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and the Chalcolithic. So if you see these prehistoric paintings, they were generally which are executed on the rock surfaces, and also we see there are engravings that are present on the rocks. So whenever there is a drawings or the rock engravings that are seen on the surface of the rocks, they are generally called as a petroglyphs. So if you see the first important example that we can quote when you are talking about the prehistoric paintings, that is the Bhimbetka caves. And these Bhimbetka caves mainly located in which state? In the Madhya Pradesh. So these are the three major phases of the prehistoric paintings, as I said earlier. They include Upper Paleolithic period paintings, second one is the Mesolithic period paintings, and the third one is the Chalcolithic period paintings. So let us see one by one in the great detail. So let us see the first one, that is Upper Paleolithic period, and this period from the 40,000 to 10,000 BC. And if you see the mainly the rock cut caves or the rock shelter caves, they were made during this period. They are mainly made up of the quartzites. So the mainly in this quartzite rock shelters, if we want to paint anything, we should use the minerals for the color purpose. So they use mainly minerals for the pigmenting of the colors, and the one of the most important mineral that is used at this time was orc or the geru, and this orc or the geru which is mixed with the lime and the water, and such that it will provide the red color. And the next one is to widen their palette, the different materials or the different minerals they were used to make these colors. They include the red color, white color, yellow color, green color, so which widened their palette. So mainly not only red color, they use the other color as well by mixing some of the important different minerals. They will get the red color, white color, yellow color and the green color after mixing of the different colors, and they started using the painting with these colors. And if you see the white and the dark red and the green are mostly used to depict the large animals. They include the bisons, elephants, rhinos and the tigers. So these are the commonly used colors during the Upper Paleolithic period. And for the human figurines, the red is used as a hunter and the green it is used for the dancers. So in this way we can differentiate if there is any human being which is painted with the red color, he is styled as the hunter. If at all any human being who is painted with the green color, mostly he was a dancer. Okay, so this is about the Upper Paleolithic period. And let us see the next one, that is Mesolithic period. The time frame from the 10,000 to 4,000 BC. And the important color which is used in this period, it is red color. So if you see in the Upper Paleolithic, they use the white color, green color, etc. But in this period, they used mainly red color. The comparison to the upper Paleolithic period, the size of the painting which is very less compared to that of that. So we can see there are miniature paintings that are seen in this Mesolithic period. And the next one is one of the most common scenes which are depicted in these paintings. It is a group hunting. So there is a change or transformation from the painting from the upper Paleolithic period to the Mesolithic period that is seen here. So one of the important feature of this Mesolithic period is they came up with the tiny tools, that is a microliths or came up. So in this way, whenever the paintings are made by these people, they also decreased their size. Okay, we see there are small paintings that are seen in this period. And the major depiction that is about the hunting scenes, and also the other paintings which depict the grazing activity and also the riding scenes. So these are the very important regarding the prelims point of view. So when we see there is a transformation of the painting that started from the Mesolithic period, we saw there is a small size of the paintings, and also they started depicting the hunting scenes, grazing activities, and also riding of the any animal scenes that are started from the Mesolithic period. And let us see the next important period, that is Chalcolithic period. So in this period, they saw there is increase in the number of the paintings, and they used the increase in the use of the color, that is the green and also yellow color. So the first one we saw there are different colors, and the second period in the Mesolithic red color, and in the third Chalcolithic period green color and yellow color. Okay, and the most of these paintings which depicts the battle scenes here. Again there are battle scenes that are seen that are continued from the Mesolithic to the Chalcolithic period. And if you see, there are many paintings of the men riding the horses, riding the elephant scene. So if you see in the Mesolithic period, they saw there is a riding scenes or present, but we could not distinguish which animal that is. So in the Chalcolithic period, we are distinguished that is the horses and the elephants in this period. So there is a gradual development of the painting from the one period to second period, that is seen gradually. Okay, so some of them even carry a bow and arrow, and which indicate that their preparedness for skirmishes. So if you see, these are the some of the diagram here. Okay, so we see there is some of the script is also written in this paintings. So if you see the paintings of the samples of writing of the Ashokan and also Gupta Brahmi script that is seen in this type of the paintings, and for the first time there is inhabited in this late historical period. So we see there is these caves are inhabited in this late historical period for the first time. And other important examples regarding this prehistoric paintings mainly to this Chalcolithic period, they include, the first one is a Narsinghgarh, which is present in the Madhya Pradesh. So in this Narsinghgarh, we have seen one important painting that is mainly related to the skin of the spotted deer, which is left for drying. So it means they know the technique of the art of tanning of the skins also in that period. And the next one is the other paintings from this period. They also have the depiction of the musical instruments. Mainly we see this instrument, that is harp. And next one is some paintings have the complex geometrical shapes. They include the spiral shapes and the rhomboid and also circle shapes that are seen here. And the next important example is the Jogimara caves. And these Jogimara caves, which is located in the Ramgarh hills, mainly present in the Chhattisgarh. Okay. And if you see, these paintings of these caves are around 1000 BC. And the one important feature of this Chhattisgarh, it also home to the variety of the caves in the district called as Kankar. Like it is a shelter of the Utkuda, Garagodi, Kaikarkeda, Gotitola and Kulgan, etc. So these are some of the areas there. And these shelters which depict the human figurines, animals, palm prints, bullock carts, etc. So these are the commonly painted things in that areas. And the next similar paintings, they can be found in the Godsar and also Kokabur art sites which are present in the district of the Korea. So here in this area we see there are majorly the architecture which is mainly regarding this China that is seen here. Okay. So this is about some of the important architecture regarding the Chalcolithic period. And let us see one important site, that is the Bhimbetka rock paintings, and this Bhimbetka cave which is present in the area called as the Madhya Pradesh state, mainly in the south of the Bhopal in the Vindhyan ranges of the Madhya Pradesh. So if you see, if you date back this Bhimbetka rock paintings, it have more than 500 rock paintings, and it is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site which was declared in the year 2003. And the paintings of this Bhimbetka, they are belonging to the periods like the Upper Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Chalcolithic and early historic and even the medieval period. So these type of the paintings that are seen in this Bhimbetka, and there are about 500 rock paintings that are available in this Bhimbetka caves. And however, we see the most of the paintings about of these 500 rock paintings, they are mainly belonging to the period of the Mesolithic age. If you see the paintings, they are generally on the everyday life of the prehistoric men. Often we see there are stick-like human figurines, like this, like the human figurines that are seen here. If at all there is dancing between these people, the image will be like this. Okay, hands were like this. Okay, so this type of the human figurines are commonly seen in this Bhimbetka caves. And not only human figurines, we can see the paintings of the different kinds of the animals as well, like elephant, bison, deer, peacock and the snakes. They are depicted. And the two important scenes, like the painting scenes, that also shows the hunting scenes and also the word scenes with the men carrying the weapons like the bows, arrows, spears, shields and the swords are seen. And some of the important features of this paintings in the Bhimbetka cave, they include some of the paintings. Mainly we see there is a simple geometrical designs or seen and also symbols that are present here. And if you see the other themes of these paintings, they include dancing. Dancing image will be like this, playing music and also animal fighting and also honey collection. These are the day-to-day activities that are done by the prehistoric man. So these activities which are done by those prehistoric man, they are depicted in this Bhimbetka caves. So by this we completed the prehistoric paintings. I hope you understand this lecture. Thank you so much and please subscribe to my channel. Please do like, share and comment my videos. Thank you.